Hello everyone, and welcome to part number 3 of the preview of the Northag divisions. This time we have a look at the Belgians and their 16th Pantserdivision, which is a pretty hot one as well, especially if you like 2nd Panzer Grenadier and you want to have more of that kind of stuff. And you want to have it speak French and Dutch. We start in the logistics tab with Volvos and Mans as your supply, 3000 and 1000 supply respectively. Pretty solid trucks. And then we get your CTRs and your AFVs here. 50 cal. Only 2 availability for this guy. It's cheaper, but it has less availability. It has a 50 cal. So yeah, not quite sure. Which I would usually just go for the 3 availability, I think. Iltis and also some Luxembourgian Humvees as CV here. Depots coming around as well. And the infantry tab, we start with 50 cals and 7mm. The 50 cals can come in a 50 cal M113 or AFV. AFV having extra frontal armor and being a bit faster off-road. So, but you pay, and is amphibious, but you pay a good bit extra. So I'm not sure if that's worth it for the extra points. But yeah, that's the option there. Privat coming in an Iltis as your military police with 4 SMGs. Reservistis with a Blindesight RL-83, 14 pen, 675 meters, 50 cal M113 as a transport. Decent squad. 9 hit points for 35 points with an AT weapon. That's pretty solid. It gets you around. Command Pioneers coming with Uzis in M113 or an old AMX-13 Mod 52 with a really old M1919 MG here. Like this is a weird little IFV, APC in that form. The Pioneer RL with the 83 with the AT weapon can come in those as well. Your Knoll Pioneers too. Those come with a MAC 9-man squads here. These come with Uzis and FNCs though. This one comes with FNCs and a MAC, and the Pioneer Flam come with pure Uzis and Handflam Partona. The DM34 has infantry, 50 cal for the Luxembourgians coming in Humvees, Americanized stuff for the Luxembourgians. Command mechanized Fusiliers with Smoke and Law. It's the bad A1 Law though, with only 11 damage, so it's not that great. 50 cal AFV as an option. Mech Fusiliers come with the 50 cal one. They have a Law with the weak one as well. And 3 MGs though on a 7-man squad. That is quite nice. So as an infantry fighting squad, for 40 points, they're pretty solid. And they come also with the AVB C25, which is basically the same as for the Dutch, with an Ehrlichen and a Mac here in this. 2 frontal armor and an Ehrlichen. Pretty solid vehicle here. The Fusilier of the RL-83 with the better AT weapon. 14 pen, 675 meter range. Still not great, but it does a job. But these only come with the 50 cal variant. And then Milans here. These guys with M113s. One M113 with a Milan 1 for the Milan 1 team. And then the Milan 2 with AFB 50 cal or AFB with 50 cal and a Milan 1. So that is an interesting option as well. Milan 2 plus Milan 1 AFB. And then we come with the 4th deploy of this division in the form of the Luxembourgians. With the command fusiliers of theirs, with a Carl Gustav, a Uzi, and a Smoke. This is a really good leader. You pay a really good price for it as well, but it is a really good leader. And the fusiliers, which have a classic normal standard lore, 2 mechs and 2 FALs. So, really solid squad. 4th deploy. Yeah, 55 points. I take them. 8-man squad with 2 MGs and a law. That is a good 4th deploy squad. Coming in Humvees, you get only 1 card. Availability 642 is pretty tough. You usually go for the 6 or the 4 here, I guess. 2 is maybe a bit little, but yeah, it does what you need to get some 4th deploy. That is pretty good, really helping out the deck. Artillery tab, 105mm and 81mm mortar for the Luxembourgians, and then 81mm and 107mm for the Dutch, Belgians, and an M109 for the Belgians as well. So they go pretty hard there as well. Tank tab is where the Pantserdivision comes for this. Milan 2s on the Iltis. So far so standard. Jagdpanzer, 90. But it has a better fire control system for the Belgians, going up to 2,100 meter range. We had a patch in the past where they by accident gave the same stats to the West German one for one patch. This one pays extra for it though. But smoke grenades and 2,100 meter range, it's a decent 60-point vehicle, I would say. I think it's worth it. And 10 availability is not all that bad either, getting you up to pretty decent stuff when you upgrade it once. Strikers, pretty solid as well. Humvee tows with forward deploy for the Luxembourgians, giving you really strong forward deploy ATGMs as well. The O2 there, that is nice. And then we got Leopard 1 BE, which has better fire control system, getting you up to 2,275 meter range, 8 frontal armor, and the 185, which has 1 extra pen over it. So 110 to 120 points currently, 9 to 8 availability, so 5 and 6 on 1 vet. And yeah, for 10 points, you get 1 extra pen here in between these. And it's all about the availability difference. So, yep, upgunned Leo 1A, A1A1s basically, with the BE here. 8 frontal armor only on these guys. So, that is not great, but good long range gun. So you have a lot of firepower over the long range with these guys. So that's gonna be interesting. We have a lot of 2,275 meter range that doesn't actually do much, but comes with a lot of velocity, or numbers especially, with the Belgians. Maybe I could see them going down 5 points or so, but we'll see. We'll see in the future about that stuff. Recon tab, you get M113 with a radar for exceptional optics unit. That is nice. Alouette 2 for a nice little, very good optics helicopter. Eclairs in Iltis with a 50 cal, which looks just so wrong. Spartans with Mac, and Alouette 2 without only mediocre optics though. The Eclair RL43, which is better than the low one. So yeah, you pay a bit extra. It also has 8 men. Yeah, so this is an 8-man squad. It is pricier than the Jäger Aufklärer though, I believe, which only costs 60, or do they cost the same, whilst having 1 less hit point, but they have 2 light machine guns. So yeah, this is a decent squad. Sniper ESR with the Model 30 long range sniper, so that is a solid Special Forces sniper squad. Can come in the Iltis with the 50 cal as well if you want to combo that, or in an A109 Italian helicopter with transport options here. 270 kmh, fast helicopter. You get your ESR GVP Special Force ground surveillance radar in these guys as well. Mini-me and a sniper rifle. So solid firepower, especially on that 850 meter range. A law, but a bad one at that. So that is an issue. But outside of that, the ESR GVP is a solid recon squad, and at least it has some IT. Scorpions and Scimitars, 1 card each. The forward deploy recon of the Luxembourgians can come with a Humvee with a 50 cal because they got Humvees, and yeah, they have a normal law. And then a recon drone, which performs exactly the same as the recon drone of the 76 or the 25th or the 9th. Yeah, recon drone. It's nice to have, and the Belgian one just looks like what you would expect out of an 80s recon drone. And then AA tab, we start with something old. It's really World War II vintage here. Just on a different truck here with the quadruple 50 cal AA. As you can see, the range represents it as well, but at least there's a decent fire support nowadays. Gepard does the same thing. Good fire support. Currently having like the same as the German stats. I'm not quite sure if that's correct. Maybe that might change in the future. The Dutch one has slightly better accuracy, which makes the Dutch one a bit better than the German one and the Belgian one at the moment. Then we have a Vulcan here, which is a decent AA piece. Not great against aircraft. Mediocre against helicopters as well. Not the 2,600 meter range, so that's a bit of a problem. And then we have Mistral teams. Fantastic manpad. Only one card though. And the availability on manpad cards are also not amazing, but it is a Mistral, and Mistral 5 damage, great range, good manpad. Helicopters gets you more A104, and this time they're weaponized with toes, 2s, either you get 4 or you get 8. 10 points price difference, which I think is the right price difference for this kind of upgrade. And they are fantastic helicopters. 6 hit points, so they survive a manpad hit. And 270 kmh speed. The TOW 2 is just a bit slow as an ATGM for a helicopter, but it's a fantastic ATGM. And 270 kmh speed really makes these a dangerous hunting helicopter. So A109, really good tank hunters. Just the price is also priced for that, like compared to the other Western European forces. They all pay a good bit less, but that's also because theirs are a good bit weaker. They don't do 25 damage, and they don't do it with 65% accuracy, and they don't do it with 270 kmh. In that combo, at least, they don't do it. So then we come to the air tab, where we have a lot of Mirages, rockets, HEs, napalms, clusters, and then F-16s that we already know with double AM9Ps, that we already know from 2nd Panzer Grenadiers, and cluster, which is just coming with a lot of bombs. Like, yeah, this one doesn't have any air-to-air missiles because it really is a bomb-heavy F-16, as it comes with normal HE bombs next to it as well, so it can bomb everything. It's especially killing off vehicles though. And then we have the Mercip, which comes with AM9Ms on the side, so good air-to-air missiles, and 4 450 kilogram bombs, so that is a good bomber as well. The AM9Ps to and slightly better bombs for 5 points. I would take that. All Mirages with 30 ECMs are really nice. So yeah, the 20 ECM on these guys is okay. You get 3 cards of these guys if you really want to, but we have only 2 availability. I think you want to go for 2 of these, and then yeah, something else as well around. The Mercip is a really good card. You should always take this thing, I think. So, yep, these are the Belgians. They come with a lot of lighter forces. They have forward deploy thanks to the Luxembourgians in them. They have decent artillery tab. They have a lot of lighter tanks, a lot of them. And those are capable light tanks. But yeah, they still don't really want to get into a long drawn fight. You have a decent amount of autocannons around as well. You have some special forces. You have some cool little new helicopters. I love the A109. I love the look, and I love the performance of it. And yeah, your long-range AA is missing, but you have a decent air support tab as well. So, yep, let's end it here for this one. Let me know down below how much you're looking forward to these guys. And yeah, we're gonna go into more. So check around on the channel, and see you in the next one.